Hi, I'm Rick Gurrera for Armstrong Street Scene. You never know what you're going to find on some of these back roads in the country. Here's what we found. Here's just the beginning of it. And in the barn inside here, let's go in there and check it out.
John was 7 years older than I. So I met him when I was 10 years old in '49 when we moved to New Wilmington. And John, being 17 at the time, he was driving around in a Army surplus Jeep from an Army base in Ohio. So John and I enjoyed that era when we would get together and discuss Model A Ford in detail. And John knew every nut and bolt on his Model A Ford. The 31 that he had did not differ much from the 29 that I had. On the weekends, we would just take short jaunts here or there to look at something or to try our vehicles out. Each car had such special features. John only bought convertibles. His specialty, as he narrowed it down, was really in the area of just convertibles, and convertibles that were original, in good shape, from an area that was salt-free. He primarily bought cars from the south and west and would tow them home. Many family stories about miracles and some mishaps in towing cars home. Generally, when he bought a car, it went into the barn, turned the keys off, and that's where it stayed. The second floor of the barn was only in the center section, and that's where John had put a lot of parts and tires and literature and wheels. A lot of early Ford V8 parts were up there, engine rebuild kits. It is almost impossible to pick out a favorite car from that collection. Each car was special. One car that stands out was a green 53 Ford. I didn't think much of it. It was a 53 Ford convertible. It was covered with parts and dust, some form of plastic. I ignored that car and went on and looked at others and came back to that car. That was one of the Indy 500 pace cars. The phrase time capsule is really overused but appropriate. Uncovering each car, opening the door on each car, finding the parts in the back seat, in the front seat, opening the trunk, finding parts John had put in the trunk was really a visit to a completely different era. I remember opening the trunk of one of the Roadrunners and finding about a 6-inch cube original Mopar, which was Chrysler, box, taped shut, had a part number on it. Curiosity got the better of me, and I opened that box. It was an original, unused, brand new tic-tac clock. John was particularly attracted to what I will call the flipper hubcap. So we found a very good collection of, I think, about 150 hubcaps. Many of them were Chevy Impala flipper hubcaps with the 3 fat little fins on them and the logo in the center, and the same for Mustang hubcaps. And I think any of us who have become associated with John are amazed at the amount of documentation he had on each car. I think John was one of the most authentic car collectors I have ever known.
Man, Tim, this is an exciting day. When I get to open the barn up and see these 108 cars.
I'm excited to find out how many cars we can get that they stacked in this barn over the years for 30, 40 years worth of collection.
Yeah, let's go.
This could be a once-in-a-lifetime deal.
Next we have Tim Bennett here, who's going to be talking with us through this whole show about all these cars we found in the barn and outside the barn and everywhere around the barn. What do we have here, Tim?
This is an Indianapolis pace car from 1969. We even have, out of the file that Dr. Mansell kept, extensive files. We have tickets from that year, from the Indianapolis 500, and of course, we see kind of the shell of what it used to be, but man, this would be a fun restoration if you were able to get all together with it and put this Indy car back together. What's
worth a lot here is the VIN number and the paperwork and everything like that. Yeah. This car has got to be worth a few bucks, and it looks like a piece of junk, but when I saw it the last time I was here, I go, #2 pace car for Indy 500, you know, this is, they only made 2 of these.
Yeah, say find another 69 Camaro pace car.
Yeah, yeah. Someone would love to have this and redo it. As we walk into the barn gingerly with Tim Bennett here, we gotta watch out. There's a bunch of raccoons in here, and it's kind of scary, and it doesn't smell too good either. Yeah. But we're definitely in a barn here. And Tim, let's go through some of these cars. Let's go. Sure. What do we got here?
Well, this is the good old Opel Super 6, you know. Has the, I don't know, you look at it, it's the convertible Opel 6. I mean, again, it needs a lot of work and a lot of things, but man, looking back at these old cars, the history that goes with them, and thinking about, you know, a family that used to sit in here and drive down the road together. I mean, it's just one of those days.
It's here. It's a full car though. This is a dream. This is a dream for somebody to redo this, restore it. You know, the body's solid as can be. I don't see any rust on it. You know, the interior needs redone, but from sitting that long, you probably need a top on it, and the glass looks good. And there you go. We got a straight 6. Got all the engine there.
That's what makes it the Super 6.
Oh, okay. Pretty neat. Pretty neat. You got a solid car here. This is a good one. Good restorable piece here.
Well, that was part of the nostalgia with this. A lot of the times on their family vacations, they didn't come home without towing something behind them, and they vacationed a lot in the South and the West. So if these cars would to be Pennsylvania cars, you know, Western Pennsylvania, Eastern Ohio cars, we all know the road salt and everything, but these cars are solid because most of them are from out west or in the South where they lived a better life.
But this is kind of rare. You don't see these too often. Very solid, at least in the United States anyway. Okay, to my right here, and Tim's right, we got a what, 55 T-Bird here?
55 T-Bird. Now this is one of the rare ones to where he did some work on it and actually put 2 T-Birds together to make this one. So. Yeah, I mean...
It's here, it's restorable, everything's here. Which is pretty, it's in nice shape though, the body's in great shape on it.
Yeah, and this is one of the rare runs that is not a convertible.
Oh, this is not a convertible?
No, it's not. Yeah.
Oh, wow. Wow.
Well, ragtop convertible, I should say. This is removable, but he bought mostly convertibles, right.
Yeah. Pretty nice. You can see we had a family living in here also. Everything's here, look at that, everything's here. Just got to clean it up and get it out in the sunlight again. Get some paint on it, have some fun with it.
Saw on the list of them, and this car is this car was a pace car. It actually ran in the race. So I think we have the information on this car.
This 68 Torino?
Yeah, 68 Torino is a pace car that we were reading about. That had they've got all the information on what race it ran in and everything.
Next we got a 68 Gran Torino GT. What do we know about this one, Tim?
Well, you know, he kept extensive files on it. We've got them written out. You know, he put a new transmission in this one, and this is a Florida car. So again, another Southern convertible.
Another solid body, all right.
It gets to be pretty redundant when you look through his collection. Southern convertibles.
Automatic, air conditioning, add-on air conditioning. What do we got under the hood here, Tim?
Let's see what we have.
There you go.
Get the 302.
302, air conditioning.
So Tim, another one of your Manssells.
I tell you what,
These are ended up with the station wagon.
well, these are the cars. When you see the front end, you know what car it is.
Yeah.
Next in our arsenal of cars, we have this looks like an Etzel station wagon.
Yeah, I think this is a 58, and what makes this one unique is this is a two-door sedan.
Two-door sedan, wow.
Yeah.
Pretty nice.
The old Etzel Roundup.
How often have you seen these? You see Etzels, but you never
Well, yeah, it's
see
pretty, the front of these are pretty recognizable. I think anytime you see those, you
what
know
do they call it? The toilet seat front end, or some people call it the horse collar front end on it. But
I think the double headlights is what gives the 58 away.
This is the two-door Etzel station wagon, a 58. Pretty nice. How often was the last time you seen one of those? You see the Etzels all the time. You see convertibles. In fact, I think we have a convertible in there, don't we?
Yeah, we're going to get a look at a 58 Pacer there.
Okay. We have a nice old Corvair.
Yeah.
What do we have on that, Tim?
I'm thinking that is a
convertible.
60. I think that's a 65. Yeah, that's a 65
convertible Corvair, rag top, ready to get restored. Ready to take it away from the raccoon family because they've been living in there too. They're going to hate you guys when you get these cars out of here.
Yeah, they're going to be upset we kicked them out of their homes.
Oh, yeah. As we move on to this section of the barn, way in the back, we're into a 55 Bel Air convertible.
Yeah.
Which is pretty, I would say, it's pretty rare, especially the convertible part of it. And the doc loved the convertibles. He had a bunch of convertibles. And this thing is solid as can be, but it needs restored.
Yeah, the bodies are put together. I think this had the 265 V8 under the hood.
Solid car, ready for someone to restore it. This is a collector's dream here. Right next to the 55 Bel Air, we have, what do you want to call this?
The clamp it trade-in, that's all I got for it.
That's it. You don't know what this is. Just the shell, but it's in good shape though. It's solid as can be. It's got a transmission in it, no interior. Looks like a Ford. It's a Ford. It's an old Ford, yeah.
See, this is the late 30s, Carlos. I believe this was a 38 Ford, and they still call this car a Phaeton. But see, it's a convertible top, but a four-door sedan. So this car was in the 30s when they started, you know, getting to be more of a.
It still has the 1938 license plate from Pennsylvania right up front on it.
Nice, nice.
What do you know about this one, Tim?
Well, you know, again, just the 38 Ford, you know, again, it was the convertible, had the V8 engine in it. Next to the Deuce Coupe, I guess you get the nice big V8 and ready to roll.
Nice solid body. These all have nice bodies to them, you know, they're just solid.
Yeah, obviously the interior is going to need to work. They've sat in here for 30 to 40 years in a barn, and we all know other people live in a barn that aren't necessarily human. So.
Yeah, you can see the wood rotting away in here, but this has got a V8 in it.
Yes.
So this is an 8-cylinder. Okay. And another raccoon family living in the back of this one. I hope they don't pop out here. Nice shape, very nice shape. Solid. Banjo steering wheel, how you like that? The original banjo steering wheel like they have on the hot rods nowadays.
Yeah, most of these cars have been unmolested. It's kind of remarkable.
You bought them and parked them.
It's a bit of an American time warp.
Sure.
When you walk in.
Sure. This is what you look for, man. This is a dream for guys.
This had to be one of the last cars that he saved. This is
He was topping off his American Muscle collection, bro.
yeah, that's this car. I believe I saw in the file that it was a festival car. So it was at the Indy 500 and used for like parades and things like that. I think we had the documentation in the file.
In 1982 Indianapolis 500, they take celebrities around and parade them in.
Now we're going into the main part of the barn, and let's start over here to our right there, Tim.
Sure.
What do we got going on here?
Well, this is a Camaro, and once again, the Mansell family loved Indianapolis 500, so this is another Indy 500 pace car.
As you'll notice, a lot of these cars are Indy cars, Indy pace cars that he loved to collect. This is an 82. This is in really nice shape here. This is one of the nicer Z28. Up next, we have a 63 Galaxy 500 XL convertible.
Yeah. Well, it had the 352 engine in it, you know, and again, I mean, he just kept buying Southern convertibles, and
It's just a nice, solid car. Nice. These are really desirable cars. They're nice looking when they're all done. And I think I'd leave the interior stock. What do you think?
Yeah.
Look at this. Raccoon family love this one, boy, under the dash and everything.
they apparently prefer the automatic transmissions. There's more room for them on the floor.
Watch yourself. They might be jumping out anywhere here.
Yeah, let's get this cover off.
Yeah, let's push this car back. I'll bet this is the other Oldsmobile that. Oh yeah.
It's a twin brother right here.
Yeah.
Wait, Joe. I think this is the 50. This is the 49.
This is the 49. That's the first. Those are the first American muscle cars.
These are the big 88s.
Yeah, you've heard of the when they advertise the Rocket, Oldsmobile Rocket,
the Rocket
posters and signs you see about rockets. These are the Rockets. Look at the front ends on these cars. Awesome, huh? Look at this chrome. And both of them are convertibles.
Screams American muscle.
Yep.
Okay, here's my favorites right here. This is what, a 40?
49, yeah.
And
This was the
40.
first year for the big motor in these.
And this one's what, a 40?
The 50.
Is this the 88?
This is the Rocket.
The Rocket 88.
This is it. This is one of the first real American muscle cars.
Yeah, this is nice. I like it. I just like the style of it. Reminds me of, like, I don't know, Steve McQueen in that one movie he was in. But I think he was driving a Pontiac or something, but it's the same style, you know. It was early 50s convertible. Just nice. Just got a nice look to it. Everything's here, solid body. Is this the Rocket 88?
This is another Rocket 88 right here. I mean, if you have one, you might as well have two, right?
Sure.
That's what, that was his mentality.
This one's not bad. This is in good shape. Look at that engine in there. It's got the V8 in it. Not too familiar with that car, but it looks like a single carb on it. This one here, the red one here, we're looking at Delta 88. This is the 49 because you can tell by the split windshield on it. Okay, now we have our other Edsel we were talking about. What do we have here?
This is the 58 Pacer. You know, of course, again, we know with the double headlights, it's the 58, and so Edsel convertible is another unique car that when you see it, you know what it is, and people that buy these things love it. One of the things that makes this car unique is this teal paint down the rear quarters of it. Really adds the value on this Edsel.
Very nice. Look at the solid body on this one. They all need redone, that's no doubt about it, but I think the main thing on these is the body itself. When you're looking for a northern car, it's just the rust-free body that's what really makes it.
go, Joe. Another convertible.
Yep, and a 58 Chevy, which is a very desirable car. The 58s now have increased in value much more than the 57s, actually. This car is, man, look at the body. These cars, you know, around here, if this car was stored in a barn and then been around in the roads in Pennsylvania, let's say, you'd see rust and everything else. You can tell this is a West.
These bodies are in great shape. He bought the right ones.
Yep, yep.
What we got here is a 58 Chevy. There's a big block in it.
Yeah, the Impala.
348 and convertible. Very nice. Very nice.
And for the longest time, everybody wanted the 57s, and then here over the last several years, 58s have really become popular bodies.
Sure, this is the only year they made these cars, the 58s, this style. Big block with a 4-barrel in this baby. Solid as can be. Now moving on into the barn, we have a 42 Chev.
Yeah, 42 Chevy Super Deluxe, and what, you know, 42 Chevy Super Deluxe is one thing, but a 42 Chevy Super Deluxe convertible is a whole other. In fact, we were going back through some old Chevrolet books and found pictures of this car saying at the time this was the only convertible in captivity.
Wow.
And that was owned by Dr. Mansell. So
wow.
Yeah.
No, that's great. That's good to know. And this is nice too.
Yeah, the body's solid on this. Even the interior. This is one of the cars that's been put together pretty well. And I've heard this one run and saw it drive.
Yeah. Looks like leather interior in it, vinyl or whatever they put in it. And just, it's a nice piece. Very nice piece. This was no raccoon haven here, that's for sure. Look at that wood dashboard on it, simulated wood grain. Convertible top's in nice shape here, and a little scrubbing. This is a really nice one. This is one of the nicer ones.
Yeah, this is my favorite car out of the whole bunch.
This is one of those 1953 Ford pace cars. It's kind of cool. They put the race flags there.
Yeah, they designate it with those race flags. I love that.
And this was that car that had, when it was new, this car would have been a white car and had the white and gold interior and beautiful bright gold dash. This would be an awesome car to restore. This car could be a showpiece. I mean, it would be a showstopper finished up.
Now we're into what, Tim? A 53 Ford?
Yeah, 53 Ford Crestline. Of course, they call this the Sunliner because, once more time, it's convertible and Indy 500 pace car.
This is an Indy pace car too.
Yeah, you can see the little flags
the
they
emblems
put
there.
on.
Pretty nice. Pretty nice. This must be the engine for it?
You know what? I'm not sure.
Okay.
There's a few of these engines laying around here.
This one had a V8 in it, whatever it was. So.
Yeah. You know, they always put big blocks in these in the pace cars. If it's going to run around the track, it better be ready to go.
Nice shape, just a nice shaped car. Body's in great shape.
I said the dash on this one is that gold colored dash is an extra add-on.
Next up we have a 442.
442, yeah. And this again is another Indianapolis pace car, so of course it's the convertible. 442 with the big block in there.
With no hood.
No hood, yeah.
Someone stole the hood, I understand.
Yeah. 4-barrel. It's all there.
And it's all there, that's for sure. The interior's not too bad. It's all there. New seat covers, clean it up. New top, paint. You're all set.
Another solid body. And this is one of the cool things. Dr. Mansell was very meticulous about it. So when he would find something apart, he'd always bought it. And when he found that he needed to replace it, he'd mark it. And so when he marks NOS fender with parts, we know back in the parts part of the barn, there's a fender back there for a 1974 42.
Pretty good.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
See, he bought almost all these cars came from out west. That was his wheelhouse. He went out west, bought these cars in the 60s and 70s when you could buy these great solid cars. I'm not sure if this is a 40. This is definitely a 46, 7, or 8 Ford convertible, but another great looking front end on this car. Lots and lots of these mid 40s Ford parts. I noticed in these new old stock boxes, there's like box after box of Ford parts.
Up next we have a 42 Ford convertible, which is in really good shape. What do you think about this one, Tim?
Well, you know, they called these the Super Deluxe, and you know, had the two-door convertible. You know, just a real neat piece. You know, there he marked it with the 42 on it. So.
This is one of a few Fords we're going to see here real soon. Moving on over to our next car, what we got here, Tim?
Well, this is with the 66 Comet Cyclone. So this has you know, a nice big engine at 289. Has the four-speed transmission in it, manual transmission.
Two-barrel. All ready to get redone here.
See, the interior in this one was actually, it's held up pretty well over time.
Okay, now we're moving into what? Another 68 here, Tim.
Yeah, this is the twin to the other GT, and of course this is another Indy Pace car with the you know, the 302 engine in it. And
wow.
The seat covers kept the visitors out of this one for the last 30 or 40 years.
Take those babies off, I'll bet you the seats are like brand new under there. That's what was nice about those plastic seat covers. They used to do that back in what, the 50s and the 60s. It's the Ford GT Pace car. Moving on to our right here, we have another 53 Ford Crestline V8. Nice shape, convertible. Love these convertibles. Up next, Tim, we have what, a 40 Zephyr?
A 1940 Lincoln Zephyr. Of course, this has the big motor in it. That's why they had to make these front ends so large to pack all that power in there.
V12.
Yeah, big V12 motor.
This is a cruiser's delight here, man. This is what did you ever see the kit models they make out of these now with the hard tops?
That's right.
Fiberglass, but here's a real deal here.
He really liked this one too. He paid for this one a lot more than the $100 42 Ford. He paid $1,200 for this one.
Oh, jeez.
In 1969.
It broke the bank, huh? Wow, this is a solid bodied one here. Convertible, that. He loved his convertibles.
So one of the cool things about this Lincoln Zephyr, it's not just a Zephyr, it's a Zephyr Continental as well. So that's what really sets this apart, and that's why he paid the $1,200 in 1969 for it.
Sounds good. Next, back at the far corner of the wall in this barn, we're coming into an old Packard. Something like
I think it's around.
It's been here a while. You can tell the dirt and everything, and we got some more raccoon prints all over the place here. And
yeah, they were upset because this wasn't a convertible. So
yeah,
you know, this is one of the rare hardtops. That for his collection anyway.
This one hasn't been on the road since 1970. It's a four-door, nice old car. Okay, we're back into a further part of the barn, which we just discovered there's another door here coming through. Let's start with this one here, Tim. What do we got? A Mercury? Mercury
Montego. Yeah, it's
Mercury
the MX.
Montego MX convertible.
So it has the automatic transmission in it. And once again, it's another convertible.
Opening it up very slowly in case I have to run.
That's a live trap on top of it.
Yeah, we're looking for those raccoon. I'm not too sure about them here. Next up, Tim, we have what, a convertible?
They got the Ford LTD convertible there.
That's a big boat. I used to have a 71 like this. Convertible. Convertibles are fun.
He actually purchased this one from Phil Fitz Ford.
Oh, okay. It's got covers on the seats too and everything, so.
Yeah.
Let's move over to the next one here. What we got here? Oh, GTO.
I think this is the Le Mans.
The Le Mans series,
Yeah.
okay. Up next we have a 72 Cutlass here. And, what do we got on this?
Yeah, some of your viewers will probably get a kick out of this. Dr. Mansell bought this off the Pastorelli brothers, is that how you say it? Out of Youngstown, Ohio for $250 in 1980. So.
I think it's worth a little bit more than that right now.
Yeah,
so,
I think he did that was a good purchase.
Oh yeah, nice car, nice solid piece. Yeah.
Referred to as the vacation mobile.
They drove this one around, Joe. There's stickers on here from 1993. They were still driving it
Still
around.
driving this car in 93, yeah. How many miles is on this car, Tim?
Let me look in here. 57,000 miles.
Yeah.
I mean, there's still seat covers on this one too.
They said, is that right?
Yeah.
One when he was new. He bought this car new, and they said what they would do is they'd drive out here, get this
Sure.
car, and head out on family vacation.
Now we have what, Tim, a 62 Pontiac?
Yeah, Le Mans Tempest.
Le Mans Tempest.
Yeah, so it's the convertible.
I wonder what the Le Mans Tempest is. Is that like the more luxurious one? Or
It's
more
the
sporty?
add-on. I think that's what happened when they went with the convertibles. I think this also had the 4-cylinder
Yeah, I was
engine
going
in
to say
it.
most of these were just small engines.
Yeah.
I don't want to lift up all that chrome there. It might get some nice gouges.
But you haven't seen chrome yet.
What a cool car here, Joe.
Yeah, that's a cute little Metropolitan. Has a little Continental kit on the back of it. Isn't it amazing? Look how good that top stayed on that car.
It's in great shape.
Yeah, solid little rascal. Yeah, it's a cute little car.
Here we got 1960 Metropolitan convertible. Oh, the body's really nice on this.
He wanted to have one of everything.
Yeah.
You know, it doesn't just have Ford or Chevy or Plymouth. You needed to have a Metropolitan in the mix.
Good shape though, body-wise. These are real desirable. People love these. They get these huge collections, and they want these little cars for their collection also now. Also, in another room way off the barn is a 67 Barracuda.
Yeah.
Like a lime green or something, huh?
Yeah, a yellow, I think, when you get under the barn patina.
Yeah. But this is nice. Look at this thing. This is in good shape. I bet you 10 to 1 you could shine this baby out. Interior's in good shape.
Yeah, the interior has the plastic covers on it.
This is in really good
nice.
shape. 60, what'd you say, 67?
67, yeah.
67 Barracuda. This is your regular basic Barracuda here. And we just found out the difference between the Barracuda and the Cuda was the Cudas were more souped up.
Yeah.
And what 69, 70 model. That's when they start calling them Cudas. And if you tell somebody, oh, you got a Barracuda, they go, oh, no, that's a Cuda, baby, that's a Cuda. There's a difference. It's the same body style and everything, but it's all souped up though. Some old Rambler NOS hubcaps, still in the wrappings. How you like that? Look at those babies. NOS. I'm guessing early 60s. This is some rear quarters for the 58 Etzel we looked at earlier in here. Two nice ones, perfect shape, solid. Along with a bunch of other parts and just
plenty other hoods and fenders and quarter panels.
60s and 70s cars. And who knows what's hidden in here. One of the last ones in the barn here, I'm guessing it's a 28.
Sounds right.
28 what? I don't know.
Model A, I guess.
It's a Model A.
Yeah.
With no engine. They got a tranny in it. Solid as a rock. All steel.
Solid, very solid car, and a convertible. That's what's awesome, because you see a lot of Roadrunners, most generally they have the hardtop. This one, of course, if it's in this collection, is more than likely a convertible.
Okay, now we're standing in front of a what, 1970?
70, yeah, this is the 70 Roadrunner.
Roadrunner convertible, which I understand is a very rare bird.
Yeah.
Beep,
Yeah,
beep.
that's a foul joke.
I had to throw that one in there, okay.
Just put it on my bill. And it had this has the 383 in it, but it is the convertible. And, again, I don't think they made too many of these.
All right, this is nice shape, very nice shape here. And this one also come out of the barn. Not only do we see those ones that this come out of the barn also, so this is nice.
Yeah, they had some of the ones that were packed in there to be able to get to the other ones. We've had to move some off location. So this is one of the ones we moved.
Not only do you have a nice collection of cars in the barn, look at that. NOS parts from the 60s, the 50s, 40s. '42, '46, '48 Ford Fender. Look at that, still got the original tag on it. Look at that, Ford Motor Company. And we're talking 1946 to 48 Ford. This is what I want hanging on my wall, 36 Chevy grill. If you're looking for some early 60s Chevy hubcaps, Super Sports NOS. Here are some of the models that Dr. Mansell collected, and we kept them around.
There it is.
There it sits.
That was his pride and joy.
1953 Corvette. There can't be many of these made.
No, that's, I think 400 or 500. Tell you what, for sitting in the barn, that old car's a pretty good car.
But the body on this is solid, Jeff.
So as he assembled these in the 30 to 40 years that he brought cars in here, a lot of people save cars, they save the wrong cars, but he definitely saved the right cars.
Now the feature of the show, today's show, I think, is this going to be this, what, 53 Corvette?
This is the crown jewel of the collection for sure. 1953 Corvette. We know they only made 300 of these, and because of the serial number, we know that this is car 175 off the line, and this was the first year for the Corvette convertible. So
these were all hand built back then in '53,
yeah.
First year, yeah. And they used I'm pretty sure, the truck engine in these things, the Blue Flame truck engine.
I think you're right.
That's correct.
Doesn't get much cooler than this.
No, it's all here. It's definitely all here. And nice.
This one runs and drives.
Yeah, it was in the barn also. It was tucked away for years. I think they all come with white with red interior, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes.
The first year,
yes.
And the second year, I'm pretty sure they changed the colors up. I'm not 100% sure you Corvette guys can throw things at the TV if you want, but I'm guessing, okay? Just a guess. I'm assuming, we'll say.